So, Georgia for their national final effectively held a Eurovision of their own with 25 songs in their national final, but when all was said and done, Tako Gachechiladze won with her power ballad Keep the Faith.
Keep the faith, keep the faith. Remember you are not alone. Hold my hand and come along. You keep the faith, keep the faith. Don't let nobody turn you down.
It won the jury and came second in the televote, so it won overall. Emily, what do you think of Keep the Faith?
I think it's quite decent. It's very Bond-like. It reminds me of a James Bond sort of song. It's performed really well live, I think, definitely. It was definitely one of the best on the night out of like 25 songs. That's an insane national final, but I do really, really like it. But in saying that, it's not my absolute favourite because we've had like 4 other songs announced this week, so it slowly went down, unfortunately. But it's decent, at least.
I don't mind it, but the best part about it is her voice for me. I watched her performance. She sang it great. She's wrote the song herself. The message is, pretty good. There's just I felt it just felt a little bit repetitive though. I do feel like she says "keep the faith" like a few too many times. I felt, and I know in the 27 contest this is gonna be a very weird comment to say, but it didn't feel original. Like nothing about her performance felt authentic. Like I got a massive Conchita vibe in the outfit and the staging. And obviously, like the progression of the song, I said it's a very Bond song, and I got that same feeling from Rise Like a Phoenix when that first got released. So yeah, it's not original in any aspect for me personally, but I'm not gonna be too harsh because I do think she had a very strong voice. She carried that song effectively on her own, and I don't see it faltering in Kyiv, and arguably the right song did win. Something we're obviously going to have to mention is that she was part of the 2009 group Stefan and 3G, which got disqualified when they refused to change the lyrics to their song We Don't Want to Putin, as it was a slight jab at still Russian leader Vladimir Putin. And her backing LED screen to tie in with the song had a lot of headlines and things about prosperity and bad things happening in the world, including the headline "Russia invades Georgia," which those who don't know, Russia did invade Georgia back in 2008 in South Ossetia. Obviously those screens can't go to Kiev, but what did you think of that as part of the performance, Emily?
Well, I mean, I generally don't. Well, I do, and I understand why countries want to bring politics into Eurovision. It's a whole different video topic. We could talk about this for absolutely hours, but basically, my view is that countries should leave politics out of a song contest, and to know that she was also part of the group that were mocking Putin, sort of, it's like you need to let it go a little bit. I understand the backdrop can link in with the keep the faith sort of thing, but it's not necessary in my opinion. It will hit home for a lot of people, sure, but there are so many other ways that they could do that, and I'd be surprised if it got to the Eurovision stage. I really doubt it will. But if I were Georgia, I'd massively change it. You can think of so many other ideas for keeping the faith other than political ideas.
Yeah, I agree. For Georgia, it was fine because then it made a ballad stand out. But for Eurovision, you just can't have that. And it is a rule. Political statements can't be in Eurovision because the whole point of Eurovision is to keep politics out of the music. Or that's the vibe I've always got. And so, it is a bit bizarre, and, people are going to say about, 1944, that was political, but my defence, which I've always had to that song, is Jamala didn't openly attack or mention anyone. That she was just mentioning a time and and her personal story, whereas this, when you have got obvious headlines and, factual historical videos about it, you can't swerve around that. Obviously, that's not going to go to Eurovision. You know, she's been disqualified once. I don't think she's going to be stupid enough to get herself disqualified again. And so, yeah, I think that's going to change. What they will replace it with, probably some bright lights, something clever. You know, there's 1,001 things they can do to keep the faith with the stage show. That's just not one of them, and I'm pretty sure they're already thinking of ways to scoot around that slight problem. Not many songs in the contest at the minute. Anything can still change, but at the current state, what do you think Tako could qualify going on her national final performance, or where do you see like this sitting for you?
I mean, just because it's Georgia, I can't see it, not qualifying. They've done so well in the past that I don't think this will be the song to make them like not qualify. Obviously, as you said, I can't really judge. We've got like 5 songs so far, but it's good enough, I think, to qualify.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. You know, this is a very, very solid ballad, and if she gets her vocals right on the night, regardless of the semi-final, I think the juries will have a 10th or 11th, and then it ultimately comes down to the televote, and if she connects with that. But, last year got through, and they were a massive, dark horse, or written off by most people, me included, so I think this is a much better entry, it's a lot more solid. So, even though we only have 5 entries, I do think, Tako will be in the final. I can't see why she wouldn't be, unless her semi-final is just extremely, extremely strong. Well, that's what we think of Tako and Keep the Faith. What are you thinking? Will she make it to the grand final in Kyiv? Make sure you let us know. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Make sure to follow the Eurotrip.com, where we have news and reviews every single week. And until next time, thank you and enjoy the music.